Guy's going to continue working through the first side of the head, pivoting his body round, following the round shape of the head, working out from the head shape and working from the top of the line down towards the bottom of the line, working with the razor on the top of the hair, slowly just gliding it down in towards the bottom. You can see that there is no over direction to the left or the right, meaning that he's still working on the base, creating a very fluid shape. This again isn't necessarily what you would do in classic graduation on a man's haircut, as normally you would build up more length and weight in towards the center at the back. That's if you wanted to have more structure and stability and comb the hair backwards, but because we're working with the razor, that's not what we're looking to do here, as you will see as the haircut progresses. We can see that on side number 2 at the back, we only have to cut the upper part of the graduation, as everything on the underneath has already been cut from the other side. This is a good indication of the lengths that are going to should meet towards the bottom of the occipital bone area. The length that Guy's cutting through now is everything above the occipital bone, and that should be balanced from side 1 into side 2. So every couple of sections that you cut through, just make sure that you get that visual balance and reference from the first side. Moving into the next zone, Guy's now working vertical sections from the front hairline back in towards the crown area, working finger depth sections, and then working vertical from that section down in towards the side area. He's working with the points of the scissor, again working through the mid-length of the hair shaft. This is going to really heavily texturize from the mid-length through to the ends. You can see that this technique isn't generally focusing on taking away the length of the hair, but more so focusing on enhancing texture and movement and softening out the density. If the client had much more length to take away and wanted more of a restyle, we would have to focus more on the external length also. Now the hair is 100% dried and it's in a very natural state, Guy's going to move on to some dry texturizing techniques with the scissor, and he's going to be working with some slicing from the roots all the way through to the ends, with some channel cutting with a larger pair of scissors than he would with the texturizing when it was wet. We're now looking at the internal shape running through the top of the head just to make any small alterations, where Guy's working a vertical profile guide from the back where the crown sits that he's already cut in towards the graduation, making sure that he has a very fluid rounded shape from the crown where there's no corners of weight. He's going to be heavily point cutting through the end, just taking off the ends of the hair, making sure that he has the strong shape that he wants to be able to see within the haircut. We should now have quite a symmetrical and basic shape working through the top of the head. Now it's time to finish off the texturizing through the front hairline, where we want to really start to carve out a very heavily textured shape working in that front perimeter. So as you can see, Guy's going to be working with the points of the scissor, elevating the hair out through the comb and taking away some of that length, and then again working with some more slicing techniques to really break up that length. Realistically, everything that Guy's doing, where he's creating foundation and structure, he's completely deconstructing it again with the texturizing techniques or the choice of tool that he's using. You can see that he's working with the styling comb as well, just to really separate the strands of hair out and loosen up the hair around the root area to create the volume. Once he's got that hair up and it's got the texture in it, you can really see the texturing really coming out in its full force with the styling that Guy's doing with the hairstyle. We can see that this hairstyle up really exposes the client's face and jawline and looks really, really cool on this type of hairstyle. We've got that really nice textured mid-length look, which could be brushed back or forward through the sides, working with softness through the external, and then a nice bit of product through the top, creating volume and messiness and scruffiness for that very individual, cool, finished look. Thanks for watching this haircut tutorial, guys. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.